Welcome, Stoics. Have you ever pondered why some women treat certain men poorly while fervently pursuing others? If you believe the explanation lies solely in financial status or physical appearance, you are mistaken. Numerous attractive men struggle to secure a single date, and many wealthy men are exploited solely for their money. Thus, what is the true secret? The answer is straightforward. High-value men understand the art of ignoring women. The majority of men are eager for women's attention, whereas high-value men are the opposite. They know exactly how to disregard women, which consequently drives them to distraction. Pay close attention. Ignoring a woman can enhance your attractiveness to her. Women seek attention, and when you cease providing it, you immediately distinguish yourself. However, it is crucial to know how to execute this correctly, and by the conclusion of this video, you will learn precisely how to implement this strategy yourself. Are you prepared? Let us explore the 8 reasons why high-value men ignore women. Exhibit boldness. Before considering ignoring a woman, you must first be capable of approaching her with confidence. Passivity is not the characteristic of a high-value man. High-value men actively pursue what they desire in life. They do not sit back and hope for things to occur. Remember, fortune favors the bold. High-value men comprehend the rewards of taking risks. Do not fear approaching women. Waiting passively is for the less ambitious. It is better to confront rejection and failure than to live with regret. You can always learn from your mistakes, but you cannot reverse time to seize missed opportunities. Withhold attention. When a woman checks her phone, she is inundated with notifications from men seeking her attention, which inflates her ego. A high-value man does not offer attention freely. He might introduce himself to establish a connection, but then refrains from further attention. This behavior will leave her puzzled, wondering why you are not pursuing her like other men. She will begin to crave your attention because she cannot accept that she is not receiving the validation she is accustomed to. Do not misunderstand. This is not about playing mind games. A high-value man values his time and has more important pursuits than inflating a woman's ego with likes and comments on social media. Leave that to the less confident men and provide her with a reality check. Adopt a fearless mindset. High-value men are confident and recognize their worth. They do not view women as unattainable or superior. This confidence makes them irresistibly attractive. Many men become anxious around attractive women due to a lack of self-assurance. The key is charisma, which stems from a deep belief in oneself. Visualize yourself at the pinnacle of your life, exuding strength and confidence. Improve yourself in all aspects of life, and soon you will find it difficult to be intimidated by any woman. Remember, you are your greatest asset. Refrain from rewarding negative behavior. High-value men do not become entangled in trivial arguments and conflicts. If a woman consistently engages in irrational disputes, it signifies a lack of respect. Distance yourself from her until she acknowledges her mistake and apologizes. Do not become overly emotional or reactive, as this displays weakness. Instead, maintain silence and composure. Silence can often be more powerful than unnecessary words. If you choose to speak, be concise and measured. This strategy helps you regain control and demonstrates your strength and resolve. Utilize the power of purpose. A high-value man possesses grand objectives and is focused on achieving them. He does not squander time on meaningless flirtations or superficial relationships. He invests his energy in building a life he can be proud of. He is proactive, productive, and distinguishes himself from the average man who inundates women with attention. Securing employment, maintaining physical fitness, and attending to your appearance are all part of the process. Capturing a woman's interest is akin to a battle, and to triumph, you need weapons. Your strength, wealth, and appearance constitute your arsenal. Master the art of independence. High-value men are not afraid of solitude. They value their alone time and use it for introspection and personal growth. They understand that their self-worth is not dependent on others. High-value men are self-sufficient and do not depend on their relationship status or a woman's validation to feel complete. Their inherent confidence is remarkably attractive. This does not imply that high-value men do not desire companionship. They do. However, they discern the difference between desiring a woman and requiring one. They seek partners who complement their lives, not complete them. They are selective in their relationships, choosing only those who meet their high standards. Therefore, gentlemen, learn to appreciate your own company, become comfortable with yourself, and cultivate independence. This is the path to becoming a high-value man. Advice number 7. Embrace directness and precision. High-value men understand the significance of clear communication. When interacting with women, avoid ambiguous statements and refrain from acting like just another friend. Do not use excessive emojis or frivolous language in your messages. Be authentic, but embody your masculine energy. A high-value man is concise and precise, avoiding trivial matters. It is preferable to face rejection and move on rather than waste time with a woman who does not appreciate you. When a woman attempts to engage in manipulative behavior, a high-value man either ignores or ceases communication with her, sending a clear message that such behavior will not be tolerated and that she can be replaced if necessary. Many men waste valuable time in toxic relationships that are destined to fail. Do not fall into this trap. Be discerning in your choice of companions and do not waste time on those unworthy of it. Advice number 8. Do not alter your plans for her. High-value men recognize the importance of their time. They lead lives filled with work, hobbies, friends, and goals, and do not cancel prior commitments to accommodate a meeting with an attractive woman. While it might seem considerate to be so accommodating, doing so signals that she takes precedence over all other aspects of your life. You are giving her excessive importance without truly knowing her. Remember, an intriguing man has a life of his own, and his social life does not revolve solely around women. When she realizes that your time is precious and not easily given, she will understand that she needs to work harder to earn your attention. Instead of telling her, "Yeah, I'm free anytime you want," you let her know, "Yeah, I'm quite busy, but I'll make an effort to find a moment to meet you." This response is more intriguing and communicates your high value. Do not be easily available. Make her realize that your time is valuable, and if she wants to be part of your life, she must respect that. Time is a resource we can never get back, so spend it wisely. Marcus Aurelius faced numerous challenges daily, including wars, diseases, betrayals, and rejections. How did he navigate such a life? He adopted Stoicism as his life philosophy, finding it a powerful remedy for unhappiness. Reflecting on his experiences, we can learn valuable lessons in resilience and composure. When dealing with a lack of response from someone, do not let it diminish your self-worth. Instead, use this challenge as an opportunity for personal growth. Focus on your values, actions, and emotional independence. It is not about winning a trivial attention game, but mastering the art of peace and self-control. In the theater of life, you are the playwright. Write your story with dignity, resilience, and wisdom, transforming moments of indifference into steps toward a more empowered and stoic you. Practical steps. Ignore her as well. If someone ignores you, reciprocating the indifference can be effective. Use this as an opportunity for self-discovery and emotional strength rather than reflecting on their indifference. Forget and remove her from your mind. Shift your focus from hurt to self-improvement. Make a list of your goals and actively work towards achieving them. Engage in new hobbies or projects, spend time with friends and family, and cultivate a positive mindset. This will help you realize that her indifference does not matter. Never react emotionally. When ignored, it can be challenging not to react emotionally. However, maintaining composure and emotional control is crucial. When confronted with being ignored, it is advisable to remain composed. The Stoic approach to such circumstances underscores the significance of maintaining tranquility and emotional resilience. Should you find yourself being disregarded, Stoicism advocates for internal reflection rather than emotional reaction. Practicing understanding and focusing on self-awareness are paramount. For instance, if someone ignores you, Stoic wisdom advises remaining friendly and polite without anticipating a particular response. You may inquire if something is amiss and if the individual wishes to converse, but do so without applying pressure or seeking validation. If the person persists in ignoring you, maintain your composure and choose to act appropriately. Avoid irritation or displays of weakness. Instead, concentrate on yourself and your actions. Exhibit strength and self-confidence, recognizing that others' behavior should not influence your self-image or values. Stoicism teaches us to concentrate on what is within our control, our actions and attitudes, and to accept what we cannot control, such as the actions of others. This embodies the Stoic ideals of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance in interactions. Demonstrate your value. When faced with being ignored, it can be challenging to determine the appropriate response. One effective approach is to demonstrate your value. Showcase your intelligence, sense of humor, and charisma. According to Stoic philosophy, encountering situations where you feel ignored is an opportunity to emphasize your value through personal virtues and ethical conduct. Rather than striving to impress solely with intelligence or humor, Stoicism suggests displaying your value through wisdom, kindness, and integrity. For example, if you feel ignored in a conversation, engage constructively by humbly sharing your knowledge, responding with respect, and listening attentively. Instead of seeking validation or a specific reaction from the other person, focus on being authentic and demonstrating your strengths in alignment with Stoic values of self-improvement and respect for others. By showing that you can remain balanced and respectful regardless of others' attention or recognition, you adhere to Stoic principles of focusing on character and personal actions, reflecting wisdom and self-control. This approach can be personally more gratifying and leave a lasting impression on others. Prove her wrong. When a woman ignores you, it can be difficult to know how to react. One strategy is to prove her wrong. Demonstrate that you are not who she thinks you are and that you are capable of more. For example, if she believes you lack knowledge on a particular topic, exhibit your understanding and surprise her with an unexpected story or joke. If she perceives you as uninteresting, reveal that you have more to offer. If she continues to ignore you, do not take it personally. Instead, focus on yourself and your personal development. Build your social status and become a high-value man. From a Stoic perspective, building your social status is not a means to impress others, but a path to personal development and community contribution. When encountering situations like being ignored, Stoicism advises focusing on self-improvement and community engagement for their own merits. Activities such as exercising, pursuing hobbies, learning new skills, advancing your career, volunteering, and networking are seen as ways to cultivate character and contribute to society. Share your experiences and interests genuinely, not to attract attention, but to sincerely connect with individuals and communities with similar interests. This approach aligns with Stoic values of personal growth, contribution to the common good, and forming meaningful relationships based on mutual respect and shared interests. Therefore, when building your social status, do so to improve and make a positive contribution, not merely as a strategy to increase your attractiveness to others. Cease all contact. If a woman ignores you, the most prudent course of action is to cease all contact. This entails discontinuing communication with her through text messages, phone calls, and other means. Avoid the individual if possible. For example, stop sending messages and cease responding to her texts. If she does not answer your calls, stop attempting to contact her. Do not speak to her or make eye contact if you are in the same social circle. Act as if you do not know her. If someone ignores you, another effective response is to act as if they do not exist. This involves not initiating conversation or making eye contact and seeking someone else to talk to instead. For example, if you are at a social gathering, start a conversation with another person and avoid the individual who is ignoring you. If you must interact with her, keep the conversation professional and avoid personal topics that could lead to confrontation. If she continues to ignore you, refrain from responding and simply walk away, exercising poise and confidence. In instances of being disregarded, it is imperative not to divulge one's inner struggles. Instead, maintaining a demeanor of equanimity and proceeding with one's endeavors unabated is recommended. The judicious response to such circumstances entails exhibiting composure and self-assurance, thereby affirming that the conduct of another individual does not undermine one's sense of self. Stoic philosophy underscores the importance of internal equilibrium and self-assurance, advocating for courteous and respectful conduct in all interactions devoid of hostility or confrontation. This approach is rooted in Stoic principles of emotional resilience, sagacity, and integrity, advocating for a response that reflects personal fortitude and stability, rather than overtly reacting to external stimuli. It underscores that one's confidence and inner peace stem from the depth of character, not contingent upon external validation or recognition. As we navigate the complexities of discerning intentions and cultivating genuine relationships, it becomes apparent that relationships built on reciprocity and mutual respect are deserving of pursuit. Eschewing entreaties for attention. When confronted with disregard, abstain from seeking validation through solicitations for attention. Rather, project an aura of self-assurance, intimating that the absence of reciprocity is a loss. According to the tenets of Stoicism, the apt response to being overlooked should emphasize personal contentment and emotional autonomy. Instead of resorting to tactics that induce a sense of loss in others or manifesting self-assurance through disparaging remarks, Stoicism advises upholding dignity and self-esteem, exemplifying confidence and self-sufficiency as reflections of intrinsic worth and stability. Satisfaction should be derived from personal pursuits and engagements, adhering steadfastly to one's principles, and engaging with others authentically, devoid of external validation. Thus, rather than beseeching attention or attempting to evoke a sense of deprivation in others, focus should be directed towards cultivating self-assurance and deriving fulfillment from personal achievements. This resonates with Stoic values of sagacity, self-discipline, and directing attention to what lies within one's purview, namely, attitudes and personal conduct. Reveling in life's pleasures. When confronted with indifference, partaking in activities of personal enjoyment serves as a salutary diversion, directing attention inward. Embark on endeavors that evoke pleasure, whether it entails partaking in leisurely pursuits, physical exertion, or communing with nature. Enlist the companionship of friends to foster a positive ambience and serve as a reminder of intrinsic worth. Should despondency persist, endeavor to explore novel experiences or social engagements to disrupt the monotony and encounter new acquaintances. Oftentimes, it is more expedient to relinquish fixation on remedying situations beyond one's control and instead direct energy towards personal enrichment. Employing silence deliberately. An alternative approach to being overlooked entails employing silence as a strategic response. Nevertheless, Stoic philosophy reinterprets this concept, advocating for its constructive utilization. Rather than deploying silence as a means of eliciting a reaction or vindicating a point, Stoicism advocates employing silence as a medium for introspection and emotional regulation. When compelled to resort to silence, Stoicism advocates utilizing this interval for contemplation, fostering lucidity and equanimity in understanding one's thoughts and sentiments. It underscores the importance of responding, or refraining from doing so, in a manner consonant with personal virtues and integrity, eschewing manipulation or vindictiveness. This approach engenders inner tranquility and self-restraint, eschewing behaviors that may be construed as coercive or retaliatory. Thus, should one opt for non-engagement, it should be done as an exercise in self-reflection, rather than a stratagem aimed at influencing external conduct. This mirrors Stoic wisdom and temperance, directing focus towards personal conduct and growth. Balancing kindness with emotional detachment. In instances of being disregarded, abstain from harboring personal affront or resorting to acrimony. The judicious response entails extending kindness while preserving a judicious emotional distance, in accordance with Stoic precepts of insulating oneself from external perturbations. It is recommended to acknowledge the individual with courtesy and warmth, without allowing their actions to impinge upon one's inner equilibrium. This approach exemplifies Stoic values, advocating for a harmonious equilibrium between benevolence and emotional detachment, safeguarding one's well-being amidst interpersonal dynamics. In a world where attention is a precious commodity and self-esteem is often tied to external validation, cultivating inner strength and emotional independence becomes a revolutionary act. As we navigate the intricate nuances of human relationships, let us remember that our worth does not reside in the approval of others, but in the solidity of our character and the integrity of our actions. Well, folks, we're nearing the end of this adventure. I hope it has been of great help to you. Remember to comment down below on how you found today's talk, and you'll receive my like and personal response. Also, don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell for more content like this. See you next time.